Now we all know the world of beauty advent calendars that starts incredibly early every single year, and it seems to be getting even earlier. Last year calendars were coming out in July. I started unboxing them in August. I think mid-August was my first advent calendar unboxing, which just seems crazy. Like, it's still summer. It's not even anywhere near Christmas. We've got Halloween, we've got back to school, we've got all that before we can even think about Christmas. But with beauty advent calendars, they're just super early. Now, I can understand them being like a few months early because obviously you have to see what's available, choose which one you want, and then order it to have it before the 1st of December. So you can obviously start opening it in December. But, I mean, July, June, and now even May is a little bit too early for me. I didn't think I'd be making an advent calendar video this early in the year, but, you know, the advent calendars come, so I'm here. So the reason I decided to talk about advent calendars in today's video is because the very first advent calendar for 2025 was available to pre-order this week, which was insane. Advent calendars in May. It's not even summer yet. I haven't even had a holiday yet. So this week, Louise announced that their 2 advent calendars were available for pre-order. All we have at the moment for Louise is the names of them and kind of a blurry image of what they might look like. So these actually went on pre-order this week. So it was end of May. Crazy. And you can pre-order both of them. They've done a 12-day and a 25-day this year, whereas last year they just had the 25-day. And obviously, and I know a lot of people on TikTok were saying how £250 is too expensive for an advent calendar. And I do agree £250 is expensive, but you're not just buying a regular advent calendar, you're buying 25 full-size products, so at £10 each. I think that's reasonable. But obviously there's lots of different budgets around, and people want different things. So this year they have the 25-day and the 12-day. Now, it was available to pre-order. I know some people pre-ordered it because I saw lots of comments saying, ordered, added to basket. I decided not to order it just yet. I'm thinking I want to get my holiday out of the way first. I want to actually have a bit of summer before I start thinking about advent calendars and Christmas. But when I did click on the link to have a look, it's gone back to coming soon. You can pre-order it soon, so it's just a wait list again. Apparently they're coming back on the 11th of June. That's what someone said on TikTok, so yeah, possibly next week they might be coming back, but it just says our 2025 advent calendar is dropping again soon. But if we have a quick look at the calendars and the images that have been released, there's this one which is the 12-day advent calendar. So this is called the 12 Sleighs of Christmas. I can't really tell what the design is. Like, it doesn't look that distinctive. Is it just going to be a box? I'm not sure. But that's all it says. It says it's a limited drop, pre-order and installment plans with guaranteed delivery in September. So this will come super early. I think they had some issues last year, didn't they, where the pre-order calendars didn't arrive, but then they were sending more out in PR. So I don't know what the issue was there, but obviously they're trying to get them out early this year. The 25-day one looks very interesting. It looks like post boxes. This is called Cruising Home for Christmas. And yeah, I mean, it looks like post boxes, but cruising home for Christmas suggests like travel, doesn't it? Like driving home for Christmas, but cruising, I don't know. Either way, the design is going to be amazing because it always is. I didn't actually pick it up last year because I didn't really use that much of the makeup from the previous year, and because I'd had the budget boxes as well and I gave away a lot of Louise makeup, I just thought, well, I'd rather spend that money on another advent calendar which I can unbox and enjoy the contents of. But this year I might order it. Let me know in the comments if you want to see me unbox it. Because obviously there will be a lot of advent calendars this year again, so if there's any in particular you want to see unboxed, please let me know. So as soon as that's available I can order it and unbox it as soon as it arrives. But yeah, that's the Louise one. So obviously it's 2 this year and we think that the pre-order is coming back next week. So if you want to be super early and super organised, if this is the advent calendar that you want, then I'd pre-order it sooner rather than later, just so you know you've definitely got your hands on it. But yeah, that is the very first advent calendar of 2025 that is available to pre-order, which is just insane because it's May. May. It's not even halfway through the year, it's May. Crazy. So then I did a little bit more digging and I've also found some wait lists for advent calendars. So if you're interested in these advent calendars, you can sign up for the wait list, which means that when it's available you'll get an email. But of course, whenever any of these advent calendars are going to become available, as soon as I know about them, I'll email you all anyway. So as long as you're subscribed to my website. I got a question the other day asking if you have to pay for my website, and you don't. You just pop your email in, that's all. So whenever there's a post, you just get an email. And yeah, I'll be posting on there a lot during Advent season, all my updates and everything. So yeah, just make sure you are subscribed if you don't want to miss out. But we have the Cult Beauty Advent Calendar 2025. The waitlist is open now. All you have to put in is your name and email address on the Cult Beauty website. And that's all it says. We've just got a waitlist. Now, Cult Beauty is always one of the best. Last year, though, it just seemed a little bit disappointing with all the hair care. So I'm hoping they go back to the previous year or the year before and knock it out of the park, because that's the advent calendar we want from Cult Beauty. And I want day 18 back. Day 18 with 6, 7, 8 products in. Yeah, that's just the best draw. So I'll probably be getting this one anyway. I always get the Cult Beauty calendar, so regardless of what it looks like on the sneak peek, yeah, I'll probably be unboxing this one as well. Another one which has a waitlist open is Liberty. Now when you click through, this actually shows the 2024 advent calendar, but if you scroll to the bottom, it says it's never too early to start thinking about next year. Sign up to be the first to hear about the 2025 edition. So you just pop your email in there. I'll leave all these links down below. I didn't get Liberty last year. I got it the year before, and it just wasn't one of my favourite ones. There were some good products in there, don't get me wrong, but overall as a calendar, there were just lots more that I preferred elsewhere. But again, depending on the sneak peek, I will decide whether I'm going to pick it up. I do see the sneak peek pictures obviously because I have to share them on my website, and then I'll list all the products, but I try not to think about them too much. And then obviously because I'm sharing so many different calendars, I do forget which products are in which calendars. So it is still a surprise when it arrives and I unbox it, because I've not seen that picture since I posted about it, and when it goes on sale I just bought it and then I'll forget anyway. So it's still a nice surprise, but just having a glance at the sneak peek just helps me decide whether it's worth picking up or not. So I will always just have a glance, but yeah, 2024 one just wasn't the most wow for me. It's got a picture of the contents here and it's just like, it was okay. But yeah, we'll see about that one. The next one is Look Fantastic. So the waitlist is open for Look Fantastic. It says, get a head start on Christmas and form a line for our most iconic launch of the year. Prepare to unwrap 25 days of iconic beauty. By signing up, you'll also be the first to hear about our exclusive Christmas collection. I love the Christmas collections from Look Fantastic. Like the beauty chest is always fab. I didn't actually get it last year. I got an email from them saying that they were sending it, and they actually sent, was it the grooming calendar or a duplicate of a grooming calendar? So I never actually got the chest, and then I just didn't pick it up anyway because I wasn't sure if it was going to arrive. So yeah, I missed out last year. But the other Christmas boxes, they always do like the boxes on the run up to Christmas, like limited edition ones, always really nice. Tends to be like a home kind of one, pampery kind of one. Just slightly bigger, like limited edition boxes that are fab for gifts or fab for treating yourself. Why not? Now the advent calendar for Look Fantastic last year was really nice. The design was pretty as well, so it was like the silver with the navy. But the calendar itself, like, I don't know, it just wasn't my favourite design. It was definitely better than the previous year, because the previous year I had to keep turning it around with like the flaps that came down on the front and the back like this. But last year it was just one flap at the front and then the two bits at the side. It was better, but I feel like they could do better. So yeah, we'll see what kind of design we get from them this year. Hopefully it will be completely different. And then the final one, which has a wait list out at the moment, is MAC. So it says the MAC 2024 Beauty Advent Calendar is now sold out, obviously. Add your name to the waiting list to be the first to know when our MAC 2025 Beauty Advent Calendar drops. And there's just a space for your email address. So the MAC one I always get as well. I really like the MAC calendar. I think it's so fun to unbox. The design is always something completely different. Like, I couldn't even guess what it's going to be this year. So last year we had the stack of presents, which was stunning. I've still got that. I've kept that packaging. The year before we had the snowflake. That was probably my least favourite. And the year before that we had like the spinny kind of like hat box shape box. That was so cool. So yeah, I'm really intrigued as to what they're going to use for the 2025 design. Because it's always something just completely different to every other calendar out there. But it's always something really like bold as well. But that one is fab for stocking up on your makeup. There's always lots of full sizes in there. Granted, there was less full sizes last year than the previous year, but still a lot of full sizes. Lots of iconic shades. We've got full size lipsticks usually. So fingers crossed we get that this year as well. That would be nice to unbox. But that is my little roundup of current advent calendar news. I just thought it was worth marking the occasion. The fact that I'm talking about advent calendars in May, and this video will probably be live at the start of June, because this is just insanely early. So yeah, those are the waitlists that are available at the moment. I will leave all those linked down below if you're interested in popping your email address in. If you can't be bothered doing all of them individually, just pop your email address in on my website, and then as soon as all these waitlists happen, all these calendars go on sale, you'll get emails from me anyway, so you don't have to sign up to 27 different email lists. But that's entirely up to you, whatever your preference is. So let me know in the comments down below what advent calendar you're looking forward to hearing about this year, and if you're going to be picking up any of the ones that I've just mentioned as well. Well, thank you so much for watching, guys. Hopefully we won't have another advent calendar video for a couple of months. Fingers crossed. Please wait until July, everybody. Just let me have a holiday first. But regardless, as soon as they're available, I will be sharing it everywhere. And yeah, Christmas just starts when the advent calendars come out, so I have no say in that. But that is everything for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it. If you did enjoy this little video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and hit subscribe just before you go. Click the bell to be notified at next time I post, and I'll see you soon for another video.